But let's see if you have the spin, because the Speed Pro has the spin with the 18x20, but I'm not sure if this racket is gonna have it. Hi everybody, it's Alex and this. Today we're gonna review the Völkl V8 Pro. Let's go. So this is a really interesting racket because the specs of this racket are really cool, and maybe most of you don't know this racket, but I'm sure you will like it. So let's go straight to the specs, and then we're gonna talk about the rest of the racket. So this racket has a 100 square inch head size with a 18x20 string pattern, and the beam is 22, 24 and 22 with a 305 grams. Does it ring a bell to you? Yes, you may have it. It's a similar racket to the Head Speed Pro. And as you may not know, one of my favorite racket is the Head Speed Pro, so it should be a really cool review. And what is cool about this racket is that you have probably the power, but at the same time the control. But let's see if you have the spin, because the Speed Pro has the spin with the 18x20, but I'm not sure if this racket is gonna have it. So yeah, that's gonna be my main question for this review. Let's talk about the cosmetic. I really like the red with the black. It just looks like my racket, the Volkl C10 Evo, with those lines. It's really cool. So yeah, obviously I like the cosmetic because red is my favorite color. The demo that I use for this review is strung with Volkl Cyclone Tour at 54 pounds. And without further ado, let's go to the court. Alright, on the court with the new Völkl V8 Pro, I felt a lot of power, but not too much power. Because of the 18x20, you feel like you can put control to this power, but you can also achieve a lot of spin, and that's something that I really like with this racket. I feel like this racket is for, yes, a grinder from the baseline, but also somebody who wants to attack the ball and go to the net. So it's a great all-around racket for me. Really enjoy hitting with this racket. When you're on the defensive side, when you're on the offensive side, you feel like this racket can do it all. And I feel like the string that you put in the racket is gonna really make the difference, because this racket is really responsive to all those type of factors. So yeah, a good all-around racket. So the setup that you're putting in this racket is really important. Like I said, you know, it's a really easy racket to use, but at the same time, it's not easy in a bad way. You know, I don't like easy racket to play just from the baseline and you feel like the racket is doing the job. You feel like you are connected to the ball still, and so that's pretty good. On the serve, you know, it was one of my favorite racket. I can achieve slice serve pretty well, kick serve, and even flat serve, and I don't feel like there's any of those serve that I can't, you know, put it at the maximum that I can do. So yeah, that's really good. I think that, you know, it's a Speed Pro with a bit more power, and yeah, overall just a cool racket. If you're liking the Speed Pro but you're like, oh, maybe it's too control, or maybe it's too heavy, then consider to go to this racket, because it doesn't feel heavy with the 305 grams, and you know, with the beam it's quite easy to have the power, but you still have the control with the 18x20 pattern. One thing that I like with this racket is that, yes, it's powerful, but like I said, the 18x20 puts a bit more control to it. But then you have also the spin effect, because it's 100 square inch. The 18x20 doesn't, you know, stop you from making spin. So yeah, it's really cool. Really love this racket for the touch. So every volley, drop shot, every kick serve are good. So yeah, overall a really good racket. Now let's go to the rating. Yes, sure, it's a cool racket. So would probably put like 8.52 out of 10. If you're liking the Solinco 18 by 20. Is it the whiteout or blackout? I'm gonna put it there. If you're liking the Speed Pro, consider to try this racket and let me know in the comment if you have already tried this racket, what you think about it. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe, and see you next time. Bye bye.